starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, how's it
Good
going?
evening, all. Welcome back to Movie Chats.
Hey, big. We're reading the chat then. Big happy birthday to the Dave. 43 years young. Well done, mate.
43. How does it feel to be so old, Steve?
I wouldn't know, mate. I'm not that old.
Yeah. You're still older than me.
Oh, just about. Hey Pat. Hey Cherry. Thanks for joining us. Hey Joan. Oh gosh.
So how's your week been, mate?
Yeah, it's been all right. I've been off last 3 days on my days off, and Lou's took some holidays, so we've been spending time going out, spending money on stuff for the house.
Good stuff.
But I have got some pickups, so that's another good thing as well.
Well, I'm glad one of us have. I've had a very busy week and I've not had chance to have a lot. I've got a couple of things, but not a lot like normal.
Well, this is it. I mean, I picked up a few bits this week, but it's a lot of it is quite TV orientated. I'll put it that way, TV show orientated. But yeah, it's been all right. Found a few bits.
Good stuff. And hope everybody in the chat's had a good week. You know, I am rocking my new gym t-shirt.
Oh yeah, because that's what he does now, guys. He's one of those gym nuts.
I am kind of fit but kind of fat at the same time.
Hey Santa.
So yeah, So I am a gym goer now.
He's a gym nut now. You know, big workout today, boys. Wow, you know.
Yeah. I went spinning the other day.
What's that over there?
Lana says, "Oh, we should go spinning class." And then she says to me 10 minutes in, "Whose idea was this?"
Oh, you just so got a video. Dave, hey Queenie. I'm not old. I bought a plant for the garden. Hey Ashley. God's sake, yeah. Well, I was doing the gardening the other day actually because I had a bit of time. So when Lou had said to me, she said, "Oh, I'm thinking of cutting the grass." And when I say thinking of cutting the grass, I mean you're cutting the grass. It's like, right, okay.
Yeah,
but then obviously the borders on the side was all weeds, so I've been pulling them all out.
Yeah, you've had your marching orders there. I think we need to cut the grass. Yeah.
And when I say I think we need to cut the grass, I mean you. Yeah, I got that impression. But yeah, so it's been a bit of time in the garden, but it's been lovely weather, and then peeing it down at night, hasn't it?
It has indeed. Which is the best way to do it, really. If you're working during the day, you don't want it raining, do you? You want it nice and sunny, and then it can rain through the night. I don't mind.
I think Queenie wants to have a discussion about your spin classes.
Ah, right, yeah. To be fair, I do all right in the gym and in the spinning. It was when he says to you, gentle warm up is 15 minutes worth of cycling, right? So you're like, right, so you're getting used to it. And then he says, get to a certain rev. So you get to your certain rev and go, right, we're going to start now. And you're like, Jesus Christ, what do you mean we're going to start? And then he says, right, have a rest now. Stand up on your bike. It's the standing up on the bike that killed me. That got me thighs. You know?
I swear to God, that had been 1,000 views just for that video. In fact, I'd have watched it 100 times myself.
Just to see me on the spinning bike. I'll see if he'll allow me to record a session.
Say, look, I need the views. Do you mind if I just...
I need the views, yeah. It might get you more people to join in.
This channel's a omni-channel now.
Yeah, that's it. Right. So less of me dying in the gym. The other day I did make a mistake though. I did about 40 minutes in the gym, 40 to 50 minutes in the gym, and then I went swimming afterwards. Now that is the big mistake. You don't want to do that. when you can't move your arms like that or like that. It was just like, yeah, it's the
The
best.
day you nearly drowned.
I'm 16 and a half stone. I'm quite a big rock.
Jumped in and then realised your legs and arms didn't work.
Yeah. Anyway, let's take in the piss.
Just before we start, Queenie's put on there, bless her. My mate once pedalled that fast, she got her foot stuck in a pedal and went over the handlebars. And I know full well, as her mate was telling her, like really getting out there how bad it was. Queenie was probably pissing her sides,
Yeah.
absolutely howling.
He said, so you start off at 65 rev, right? And then he says, go above. He says, go above 100. So you take all that time getting up to 100. You're pedaling like a flipping hamster in a wheel. Next thing you know, he says, right, drop it back down to 65. So your legs are still going. You're not pedaling. You're like, how the fuck, there's no brakes. I'll just slow the bastard thing down.
Oh, yeah. I can just imagine. Like Queenie's mate just sat there in like a neck collar and fucking Queenie's just absolutely howling at it.
Drinking a bird shit pint.
Yeah, that as well. Hey, Stu.
Anyway, this week's homework movie was the Memento from the year 2000, Christopher Nolan's first big blockbuster. I know he did movies before that, but this was his first real mainstream one, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
So it starred Guy Pearce, Joe Pantoliano, is it, and Carrie-Anne Moss.
Pantolino.
Pantolino, that's what I've got. Pantionio. Pantolino. What happened to like easy names like Joe Smith?
Yeah, this sounds more exotic.
To me, it is a brilliant movie. It's very original, very unique take on a thriller stroke murder mystery.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So, what other thoughts have you got on that, matey? Because there is bits in there that I really did like, but there is bits. But once you've seen it a couple of times, you sort of lose that. Oh, sorry, the cat's come to say hello. Now she's allowed back in the room.
I think the thing is, it's a lot to take in. The movie's a lot to take in on the first watch, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it a while back, but I'd sort of forgot where we were at with it. It is a clever movie, in it, and like you say, it's original. There's not a movie like it.
Mm.
You know, but like you say, Christopher Nolan probably put him on the map a bit. That one.
I think it's probably one of his best, if not the best, Christopher Nolan movie.
Mm.
You know, the others there, like the Inception and the Batman and the Batman trilogy and stuff like that. Inception's quite good. It really draws you in, and you know, but like I think it's on par with Memento. But I can watch Inception time and time again and see new things in Inception that I must have missed the first time.
I don't think Memento has that has as many layers.
No.
As Inception. I think the sort of more into it Christopher Nolan got, the more off the wall sort of the amount of stuff going on. It intensified, didn't it? It was like trying to beat the last movie, I think. Apart from sort of your Batman movies, I think his standalone movies, should we say, became more and more complex as they went along. Joe Pantoliano.
Yeah, that's what I said, John Pantolino.
Cheers, Santa. Being spell checked by Santa, or corrected by grammar. Sorry.
No.
That's why it's definitely worth a watch. I mean, it's a good few years old now, isn't it? But it's definitely worth a watch. I would
It
say.
was released. It was released in the year 2000, so it's 22 years old.
Wow.
22 years old. Almost half the age of the Dave.
But the film will be cool again with the Polaroid pictures, eh?
Yeah.
All the rage.
Well, that's it. You see, if we start a Memento movement, then
Hey, Peter.
the grammar Nazi. If we start a Memento movement, then Polaroid cameras will become a thing again for all you people that pick up at boot sales.
Yeah, that's
Evening,
true.
Rich. Evening, Peter. Thank you for joining us, mate. Yeah, so I really did enjoy the film, the homework film, and like you say, I think having that wheel sort of paying dividends now.
Yeah,
we're starting to see films that people have recommended and stuff like that. I know we used to when the guests come on, but it got a bit silly, didn't it? That we had to buy off someone particular person's eBay stuff.
I don't know what you mean.
Brings you on to another question. Guy Pearce, as in an actor, how do you think his career is gone? Because I think the last one I seen of his was it Lockout. What was it called? Where he goes up to the space station?
Lockout. I haven't physically seen it myself. I've got it, but the feedback on that movie was that it's sort of an undiscovered gem. Really, it's quite a good movie for sort of the budget. So I am looking to watch that at some point. But yeah, it's not by any stretch of the imagination a B movie. But it's not as popular as any of the other ones he's done.
No, because I watched Lockout the other week and I actually enjoyed the film.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every because when I bought it, I looked it up, and every sort of review I could find or comments on it, it was all saying that it was pretty positive.
Peter saying he thought Guy Pearce was excellent in The Time Machine.
I don't know. What do you reckon then? Do you reckon he's sort of gone downhill now? What?
No, I just don't think he was. You see, Richard's mentioned there. Guy Pearce was in Bloodshot. He was in Bloodshot. You were right. He was the main bad guy in Bloodshot. That's another film I enjoy. It is a poor superhero film, but I do enjoy the film. And like you say, he was in Iron Man 3, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Marvel, yeah. He was in Iron Man 3. But I don't think he sort of took off as a big mainstream actor. No. I think he plays lots of little parts in big films.
Yeah. I mean, there's the Alien Covenant was another one I've got on here.
Mm-hmm. Prometheus he was in, not Covenant. Covenant was the second one.
It says Alien Covenant. Oh, he says uncredited, but
he said he might have been because he was Wayland, wasn't he?
He wasn't in Prometheus, yeah. Peter Wayland, yeah.
Yeah, he was Wayland in Prometheus, so he might have been in Covenant if they refer back to. And I can't remember them referring back to anything.
I didn't know he was in Lawless as well, and I don't remember him being in that. The King's Speech, The Hurt Locker.
Lawless. He wasn't one of the brothers in Lawless, was it? It was Tom Hardy.
Oh God, yeah.
Sacha LaBeouf and someone else, wasn't it?
Yeah. I wonder if he was one of the cops.
He might have been. Well, you say that, but hasn't Neighbours just been cancelled, Stu? Are they not calling a day on it now after?
Yeah, they are.
Years?
They're looking to bring Kylie Minogue and I think Jason Donovan back for. He was Charlie Rakes in Lawless. I don't know who that was. I can't remember.
No.
Oh yeah, he was that. He was that dodgy cop guy, the one with the centre parting.
Was he?
Yeah, the one that had like a shaved centre parting.
Hmm.
He was. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Like, I think he was like a dodgy cop. Remember
Samantha
rightly.
Mumba, wasn't she a singer?
What's that? Samantha
Samantha
Mumby. Yeah,
Mumba.
yeah. Yeah, she was. Yeah. Hey, Rich. Hey, Catan. Hi, guys. How you doing,
Yeah,
guys?
so like you say, when you see films like that, then like you say, Wayland in Prometheus, he must have only been in the film 15
Yeah.
minutes at most.
Yeah.
But Memento is a really good film. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, chat, then go and watch it and do your homework. It's important you do your homework. That's how you grow big and brainy.
Oh, it's big and knowledgeable.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
I've been watching too many Disney shows.
Yeah.
No, I haven't really, to be fair. I need to get back into me Disney. I don't even think my Disney Plus lets me log in now. I think I need to reset it.
I thought you were going to start that.
Yeah, I never got round to doing it. I've been busy, I'm a kind of a busy person at the moment. Right, let's move on to the year review. Okay, the year we're reviewing this week is 2003. And I have to admit, Steve, I sort of struggled with this year.
Yeah, I did as well. I was looking at it, and there was a lot of titles that I recognised, but none of them but it was only a handful that I would say were my top five, if you like. I mean, you just go down the movies, and there is loads, but not of decent quality, really. I thought at one point I'd be picking them for the sake of picking them.
Well, I think I have.
Yeah.
I think I've picked a couple just for the sake of picking them to have a top five. So my top five was Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King.
Yeah.
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
The Last Samurai. Now, those three, I really love those three films. Then I've got Lost in Translation with Bill Murray.
Yeah.
And then I've got Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Resolutions, which is the 2 and 3. I put them together because they were in the same year. But then me mentions, I've got Finding Nemo, School of Rock, Master and Commander, Seabiscuit, and Calendar Girls.
You were really scraping the barrel, weren't you? Calendar Girls.
I was.
And you're giving me crap.
I don't own a copy of Calendar Girls, where you deliberately went out to buy a copy of Mean Girls.
I'm so finding you a copy of Calendar Girls now.
Tell him Queenie's picking on me.
After the bloody shit you gave me.
But yeah, Finding Nemo, School of Rock, Master and Commander, Seabiscuit, and Calendar Girls. Now, I could probably move Master and Commander over instead of Lost in Translation.
Okay, I mean, that's probably the Master and Commander. I haven't seen it, you know.
Have you
I've
not? You should have said that when you were up here. We would have watched
I was too busy watching Love Actually for the 12th time in an evening.
But yeah, go on. Yeah, so your top five, mate?
What's that, mate?
No.
Right. That's one done. Right. Okay. So, let's have a look. So I'll go Bad Boys 2 at number 5. Number 4, American Pie Wedding. Because I love the dance off. I think that's amazing on that film. Kill Bill Volume 1. Return of the King. And number 1, X2. Honorable mention. What's that?
X-Men 2.
I think it's stronger than the other two myself. My honourable mentions would be School of Rock, Daredevil, Bruce Almighty, and one called Big Fish, which is with Ewan McGregor in,
I know Big Fish.
which is a good film. Kate Becker said, "Yeah, Underworld film was crap, but she was." Yeah. I agree with you on that one, Shabba. Definitely agree with you on that.
See, I don't mind Underworld, the first one. The second, third, fourth, and fifth one they should never have made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, the American Pie, The Wedding. I like the American Pie movies, especially the ones with the original cast in. But the Wedding one is so funny with the dance off. It's just one of the best dance offs you'll see. That.
But yeah, the highest grossing movies of 2003.
I'm going to say Lord of the Rings,
Number 3.
Pirates of the Caribbean, The Black Pearl.
Number 2.
She's a two. There could be a few really. It's definitely not Love Actually, although that was not on any of our top fives, by the way. Andrew,
See, I loved The Core. I think that was a really good film.
but that I think that was under advertised, that under promoted because it wasn't. It was. I don't remember it at the time, but I remember watching it afterwards.
No, Terminator 3: Rise of Shite is not in there.
Okay. Was it a love film?
No. Well, I suppose. I suppose the two films.
It's not. It's not Matrix Reloaded, is it?
It's number 4.
Jesus. That's because of the first one, though. That's not because of the quality of the film, is it?
No.
That's everyone going to watch it before they realised it was not that good.
Bad Santa. How did we miss Bad Santa? Because it was shit.
I don't know. I can take it or leave it, Bad Santa. Second one was terrible. Yeah, that was true.
Well, maybe this is the second one I'm thinking of.
Oh, my
Might
God.
be the second one I'm thinking of.
Go on, put me out of misery. What's number 1?
Finding Nemo.
Oh, I was going to go that and all. I was thinking, is it going to be a Disney movie other than Pirates of the Caribbean?
Finding Nemo.
Yeah. So they had 2 in the top 5, didn't they?
Yeah. Top 4 highest grossing actors of 2003.
I wouldn't say Johnny Depp at that point. Will Smith for coming back and doing a second one. No. I think who it might be,
As you're looking at Google on your phone.
No, I'm looking at my notes. Looking at me movie notes. Thinking if it's anybody out of these lot.
Tom Cruise, no.
What about Uma Thurman?
No. They're all male.
Any of the gang from Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Oh, what's he called? Elijah Wood.
No.
Stuart McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen, sorry, yeah.
Yes, he was number 1.
Wow. Patrick Stewart.
No.
Ewan McGregor.
No.
Go on.
Number 4 was Strider from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Never gone. So he was Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo, yeah.
Yep. Number 3 was Keanu Reeves.
Of course,
Now,
yeah, absolutely.
This one surprised me. Number 2 was Ben Affleck.
The Fleck. Jesus, what was that for then?
Oh, my pen's ran out.
What would that have been for? Oh, Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Wow.
Well, it was the early 2000s, wasn't it? So him and Matt Damon were bouncing around a lot of the things.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Daredevil.
Best director, 2004, because I know what you like.
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Yes. I know I am the director of the show, but I am not. I haven't quite got there yet.
Ah.
Yeah. So I'm not going to lie to you, mate. And as I said to you before, I did struggle with this year. It's not a year that I'll be rushing back to go, oh, I must go and watch that, or I must go and watch this. You know, The Life of David Gale. Now that's an absolute brilliant film, Lance. You are right. Kevin Spacey in that film is absolutely superb.
Yeah,
If you,
Santa, I agree with you. I didn't see that on the when I was looking at the year though. I didn't see that phone booth.
Now that's the film that Lana says it's someone stood in a phone booth all day. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'll tell you what though, even it is a relatively short movie, but it does go quick.
Mm.
You know, it's a bit similar to Locke when he's in the car for like an hour and a half, and you don't realise that like where the time's gone.
So
yeah, sorry, 13 was a good movie.
If you've not seen The Life of David Gale,
yeah,
I highly recommend that movie to anyone. They're about he's a university tutor that gets done for like rape, and then it goes from bad to worse, and he ends up on death row.
Yeah,
and
I know what it is.
It is really, really good. I think it's Kate Winslet in it as well.
Is it
Kate
Winslet? Gillian,
Sorry?
I've got a feeling it's somebody else. Hang on.
I thought it was Kate Winslet and Kevin Spacey.
I want to say Gillian Anderson.
No, it's not Gillian Anderson.
Kate Winslet. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah. One of these days, mate, you'll believe me. Yeah, it's an absolutely brilliant film. Highly recommend it. In fact, I might even put it on the wheel because I've got control of the wheel. Phone Booth was like a piss take film. Yeah. I made her watch it, and then I think it was a couple of years ago I made her watch Man on the Ledge, and she referred to it as just a modern day phone booth.
Yeah, it's similar, isn't it? Cherry put on there, Honey and Peter Pan were staples of her childhood. Oh, we've just narrowed down how old you are, Cherry. But that Peter Pan
was a good film.
I don't know, I've watched it once, I think, but after Hook, I couldn't watch any other Peter Pan movie, to be fair.
Hey, Cherry and Lana, most watched video at 1.9k.
Yeah, that's bad, isn't it? That's bad.
She's gutted she hasn't reached the 2,000 views yet. So if you haven't seen that video, please go back and watch it. She's gutted she's not got the 2,000 views.
Can we all just please just for a second afterwards watch it?
Just go back and watch it. It's only 10 seconds long, I think. Lana's the star of Movie Chats. Yeah, there you go. Second highest viewed video on our channel is Lana dancing.
At least she's modest about it, you know.
But the highest viewed video on our channel is Tarzan. Right. Let's jump into movie news, shall we? Right. So I've got a couple of pieces here. Okay. Yeah. Now, we were talking the other week because we had Solo as the homework movie about the standalone Star Wars stories. Yeah. It's been announced this week that Disney have cancelled Rogue Squadron. Now, that actually had a release date of December 2023. So it was in production. It was ready to go. But for some reason, they pulled it out. But they've also announced they're going ahead with the new trilogy. That's after Rise of Skywalker.
Right, so okay.
I don't know what they're basing it on, but for them to pull Rogue Squadron out, that just leads me to believe that they're not going down the legendary and the non-core books, because Rogue Squadron was part of that series, and that would have brought all that back into canon. And I don't think they want to do that, but they've lost an opportunity there for a really good film. Um,
Imagine how many movies you lose. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
The next one was Jason Momoa was sharing a video with Vin Diesel on the set of Fast 10 this week. So he's showing off his new muscle car. So obviously we know that Momoa is going to be the bad guy in Fast 10. I don't know how many long lost cousins or brothers or whatever that Dom could have. So I don't know what role he's going to be playing, but apparently he's the bad guy in Fast 10.
Okay.
Hocus Pocus 2. Now, that was going to get a cinema release and a Disney Plus release. It's now getting released earlier on Disney Plus than it is in the cinema. They're bringing it forward to September this year, and they were hoping to bring it out on Halloween, but they're bringing it forward, so it's getting an earlier release than the cinema for Disney Plus. So I don't know
who's going to go out to it.
I don't know if it's going to be one of these 20 quid sort of jobbies like they did with Black Widow and Mulan, but they're bringing it forward to September this year.
Wow.
But like I say, if it's on Disney Plus, they're going to kill the cinema release. So, I don't know there. And my big news this week is talking about Disney, and a lot of this has been Disney orientated, is the new live action Pinocchio starring Tom Hanks.
Right, yes. Yeah, I didn't know about it until earlier when the message came through.
So I'm wondering, is this what Mr. Hayden was referring to last week when he said he had some really big Tom Hanks news?
Well, this is it.
Has he beat me to the punch?
He might have already found that out. He's had a direct line with Tom Hanks, mate.
Yeah.
They're both massively famous, so you can only imagine that he probably ran it through Chris first just to check if it's the right project for him.
Yeah. He's got an 8-inch. Come on, Shabba, send it my way.
He's basically just telling you. He's like, yeah, guess what I've got.
Yeah, guess what I've got, and guess what you're going to buy off me later, Steve. Yeah. I could have watched a lot of movies in 2003. Yeah. In the past, if you hadn't have fucked off to Rome, you would have known.
How dare you go to one of the most beautiful places?
How dare you go on holiday?
Europe.
No, Chris says no. That's not his Tom Hanks.
Oh, that's it. There's more.
He's gonna have to come on via Free for All and come and talk to us. What have I just seen there? Oh, but Catan new trailer for The Boys season 3. Yes, that looks really good. And the new trailer for the Umbrella Academy dropped today.
Did it?
Season 3 of the Umbrella Academy dropped today. That looks absolutely brilliant.
I think there's a trailer that I want to talk about that dropped yesterday, I think, or the day before. The She-Hulk.
I was going to mention that in Free for All.
We'll wait till then.
Well, we can talk about it now if you want. It's movie news. The CGI for She-Hulk, she's shit.
It's almost like the Sonic saga all over again, isn't it?
It is goddamn awful.
I'm telling you, they're gonna change it. I'm telling you, there'll be a backlash, and they will go back and they'll change it.
I know she's radioactive and gamma ray and all that crap, but my God, she is bright green. It is awful.
Oh yeah, I just looked at it and it was like, really?
I have not been put off a film within looking at it still as I had the She-Hulk.
Did you watch the trailer?
Yes.
My God. I just imagine Mark Ruffalo just basically sat there going, this is the movie you want me to be in. Is it really? Is this the one you want me to honour my contract with?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
No, I was like, no, not for me, not at all. She is awful. Go back to the drawing board, get it fixed, get it sorted, and then come back to me.
Yeah, Rich said he thinks his mate will be going to work on that film after he finishes Barbie, the one we just talked about a minute ago. Yeah.
Which one? The Pinocchio?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awful. She's awful. She-Hulk. I'm sorry. I'm
hoping I really enjoy it, but it's not. It's probably the most unpopular one. When I've watched a trailer and thought I want to watch a Marvel movie, it's nothing to do with the character. It's just like you say, this it's terrible CGI.
Yeah, it's awful.
Like a tag team, though, isn't it? They're going to be working together.
Well, it's leading up to the Thunderbolts, isn't it? You know, because obviously you've got the Raft, which was the prison that all like Ant-Man and Hawkeye and all that lot went to in Civil War. But unfortunately, the person that plays Thunderbolt Ross has just died the other week.
Oh, really?
So it's building up to that. And like I say, you've got Atom, you've got She-Hulk, you've got a few of the others, you've got Abomination and people like that in there. And they're all sort of like, yeah, Miss Marvel looks poo as well. So it really does. Pete, you're right. So it's leading up to that. And I just hope they get this fixed, you know, before the release. I don't want the director's cut to have all the best CGI and everything. This is how we should have had it done before we released it. Bullshit. So that's my movie news. I'm hoping Mr. Hayden's going to come on during Free For All and tell us his big Tom Hanks news.
Yeah, it says on here IGN. Disgruntled fans roast She-Hulk trailer for its terrible CGI that makes their eyes bleed.
No.
It's so bad. But like I say, if with it being Marvel, it's a big thing in it. So I would imagine that if they get so much as a sort of sniff of the backlash, they might change things.
Yeah. They'll have to. They'll have to change it. Let's jump into pickup, shall we? Would you like to go first, Stevie?
No, it's alright. You do it. It won't take long.
Oh, I've already got you on now.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So, I found a couple of bits for Mr. Hayden. So I went into a local, I want to say charity shop, but it's sort of a second-hand shop, really. And I messaged Chris and asked him. So these are going to his little collection he's got. Here's the Quantum Leap VHSs. So these are the ones that he was missing. I think there was 6 all in all, but he only needed 3 of them. So I'm going to send them down to Cookie and the Haydens. And then I got a few bits. As I said, a lot of these are TV orientated this week. So I've got Joss Whedon's Firefly.
You've already got a copy of that.
No, I haven't.
I'm sure you have.
I better bloody not have done. So I picked that up. It was only, to be fair, it was only like £1.50.
It was a sad story. It's a sad story regarding Firefly, the way that the studio cocked up the running order.
Well, the irony is that I've never actually watched it, but it was always referenced in Big Bang Theory. So when I saw it, it was like £1.50 or something. So I picked it up.
If you watch Firefly, Serenity makes so much more sense.
Really?
Yeah.
A couple of ones that this is at least one that I've not heard of before, but it looked okay. Which is the first complete season of The Americans. So it looks like it definitely looks like a political program. So I picked that up. I thought I'd show you this because I didn't mention it last week, but it's been mentioned in a video today. So I thought I'd show you what I picked up from down Steve's area. So that's Space Above and Beyond. Apparently, it's amazing. I've heard off one of the YouTubers. He put out a video today about it. So
I love that series. I'll have to go and find that video and watch it now.
I remember you just looking like you were going to cry when I found it.
Yeah, you did.
And then she charged me all of about £1 for it.
She did.
In fact, she charged me 50p for that one, Steve. Actually.
Yeah.
A couple of ones I picked up. Young Frankenstein. So that's a great movie, that. But I saw that today, so I was like, I'll have it. Another one, sort of one of the films from 1942, I think it is, which is The Major and the Minor. So I looked at the story of that. It seems pretty good, so I thought I'd get it. Another one for the BFI collection, which is Revolution, the director's cut. And I've not watched any trailers for this yet, but the only reason I picked it up was because it had Al Pacino in it. So it's a BFI collection. So I'm hoping it's pretty good. But the fact that Al Pacino's in it, I was like, you can't go wrong with him. Another one I picked up from that shop I went to and got Chris's Quantum Leap. I was looking through a box of DVDs that he'd not gone through yet because he started looking at eBay for prices. And I managed to find the Planet of the Apes, the TV series. So that's going to go in my collection.
Yeah, Shabba, I've watched it all recently because I was jealous when they saw it. I wouldn't mind. I even went out to have a look in that bag before Steve did, and I didn't see it.
Yeah, he did. He was like, what you found? What you found? All right, okay, mate. Couple of ones from my childhood. I got Dungeons and Dragons, the complete series. So that's pretty cool. Pick that one up. This one is another one that I used to watch all the time. I think it was Sky One, which is the original Flash.
Yeah, well, he played Flash's dad in the series, didn't he?
Yeah. But I remember watching them.
Yeah.
I know apparently there's 3 seasons of this, but I've not watched any of them yet, so I want to give it a go. Cheers, Hannibal.
I got halfway through the first series and I thought, I don't like where it was going.
Well, they weren't expensive, so that might explain it. To be fair, one that I picked up was 4 for £1, which is it Kubu?
Yeah.
The 2 strings, but I was looking at it and it's got like Ralph Fiennes in it, Matthew McConaughey, Charlize Theron. So
Kathy's watching us from Aldi.
Oh, nice! Thanks, Kathy. See, that's how it's done, Cherry. You could have been in Rome and watched it. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Vile and Evil, which is the well, it was on Sky Cinema, wasn't it? But it's Zac Efron plays what's he called? Oh my god, Ted Bundy. I don't know why I'm looking at the front of it. Ted Bundy. So I watched that a while back. That's pretty good. You're not gonna like this, Steve. I got the Godfather trilogy, the Corleone Legacy Edition, which is pretty nice. A nice box.
Now, didn't you already get the Corleone one? I'm sure you did, or did you get the Corleone Godfather?
No, I've got the.
You got one of the special editions.
Yeah, no, I did, but I've got the box set. So what you're thinking of is I've got the original restored box set and the Death of Michael Corleone, basically the Godfather. I want to say director's cut for
right.
Number 3.
That's sad that I'm beginning to know your collection as well as my own.
Well, this is it. But I looked at it and I was like, you know what? It's pretty nice. The one thing that puts me off is you might see it on camera there. It's just on the head bit. Oh, there you are. There. That's where I couldn't get the fucking sticker off, and it basically took a bit of the paint off it, which I'm not happy about. But like I say, it's all in one box. and it comes with cards for the different movies, and then some frees in a photo. Oh, the Corleone Legacy, so you can put a photo in it, put one of the photos in it.
I think he meant my pickups, Chris, because I've already shown them what mine was before.
So that's that one. So yeah, I thought it was a nice little set. Oh, and that as well is another thing as well. It's a thingy of the Corleone family, like a family tree.
Chris says you can't even see the damage to the box, so stop being a baby.
I can though, Chris. I can't see it. You can see it on camera. It looks like he's Gorbachev. Look at that. He's silver.
Take it back and just ask him to give you a new sleeve.
Oh, it doesn't work like that. So, but yeah, it's as soon as I saw it, I was like, it's a good, nice little box. I love that. There'll be absolutely zero difference on it, but I have literally bought that one for the box. So yeah, so that's my pickups.
So Sherry says use a hairdryer to take off your labels.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, Cherry.
So is that your pickups? Is it? Do you want to?
Yes, mate.
Pick up this
I think that. Oh, actually, well, there was one more thing I picked up today. The charity shop had it priced at £1.40. Sorry, £4.40. But she gave it me for £2. It's a little Dennis the Menace. So that was pretty cool. It says "Be cool" on the bottom.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad. Right, my two little pickups. Mine are dead quick this week. So last week we were talking about Hardcore Henry.
Yes. Wow, where did you find it?
In a boot sale.
Jesus.
I love this film. This film's brilliant. 50p in a boot sale. Now, at the same boot sale, Lana picked this up for me and she didn't tell me she had it. And when we got to the car, she'd have got you a present.
Decepticon Underground. Wow, that's cool.
Ladybird printed Transformers book.
I tell you what, you can read that when you're on the toilet, can't you?
I could do, but I'd need
you
about
the whole book.
That's
awesome.
This would probably be the only book. This would probably be the only book I'd read this year, to be honest. But yeah, a Ladybird printed book. But like you can see, look the pictures behind it and the way it's been printed. It's just brilliant. I can't find what year it was printed though. But with it being Ladybird, it must be like late 80s, early 90s.
Have you scanned it in and had a look? See if
No.
There's no on the text on the first couple of pages. There's no date at all inside.
There's no date. It just says printed by Ladybird.
All right, that's unusual.
Yeah, it just says printed by Ladybird and then goes straight into the story.
Oh dear, that's unusual.
Yeah, but look, there's Orion Pax and Cup.
In your bloody element.
I am. That's what you get. You see, a Transformers book. I was made up when she showed me that.
That's cool.
That'll go brilliantly on my shelves with the rest of the books. So now I've got a Ladybird book and I've got a colouring in set. I'm all set if we go into lockdown again. All set. Right, let's have a look. What the chat's saying. Retro Girls. Hello, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. I'm going back to the car boot Saturday. Should I pick up the Little Shop of Horrors for you? I was a bit surprised you left that behind, if I was perfectly honest with you, Lisa. However, there was a lot of stuff that you were walking past and I was like, you should have picked that up. You should have picked that up. But like I say.
Was there?
Yeah. Have you not watched Lisa's latest boot sale?
No, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I watched a few.
Lisa and Michelle go straight to the DVDs and Blu-rays. So there was stuff on the tables and it was just like, get it, what are you doing? But, that reminds me with Lisa being in the video. On Sunday, we have our first ever movie chats extra. So what we've done is that we've reached out to a couple of the channels that we're getting to know and that we're watching. So Retro Girls UK, for example, Let's Get Kicking Movies. We've invited them onto our show, and there's this, obviously, as you know, this is the first time that we've hosted anything like this. So please come along and support us. So there'll be some channels that you probably subscribe to, and there's probably channels that you've never heard of coming on. Come and show your support. Come and join into the chat. It'll be interesting. Like I say, we're all into different movies, different types of genres, etc. So it's gonna be really good, a really good chat. So we've scheduled it to start at 7:15.
Okay, cool.
Because that's like our normal time.
Okay,
But we'll probably be on for a while, a couple of hours at least. So just drop in, drop out whenever you want. But yeah, please come and show your support for ourselves and the other channels as well. Like I say, this is the first time that we've all got together to do something like this, and it should be a good stream. So, and if you haven't already subscribed to Lisa, please go and subscribe to Retro Girls UK. For the collectors and resellers that watch it, she does pick up some really good stuff and stuff like
definitely.
that. You might learn a thing or two from some of the videos as well. Should we move on to free for all, Steve?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so ladies and gents, this is your chance to come on to our show and take it into whichever direction you want. Obviously, within reason. So we've put it in there. Now, we have already talked about She-Hulk, so that was one of the big things that I wanted to talk to you about.
That's knocked half an hour off straight away.
That's out the way. Is it too early to talk about Doctor Strange 2 yet?
Yeah, definitely, because I've not seen the first one yet.
Well, do you know if you got some...
No, I don't mean that. No, I thought you were talking about another sequel. I was going to say I've not seen the number 2 yet.
So, do you know if you got to Mars a couple of hours earlier, you could have watched Doctor Strange 2 with me?
Well, yeah, I know.
All right, so Doctor Strange 2 is off the equation out of it for me. Oh, here we go.
Here she is, straight from Italy, back from Italy.
Hello.
Hey, you look all relaxed now you've been away.
I am a
So
bit.
that Italian sausage you've been eating.
All right then.
How expensive is the food in Rome?
It depends where you go, really. If you go in like the main piazzas, like the squares, it gets expensive.
Yeah.
If you go on the side streets, it's much cheaper and nicer.
Look, he's brought his car.
Good evening, Mr. Hayden. How are you,
All right,
sir?
you lot. All right, Jerry.
All right.
Good of you to
You're
turn
looking
up.
panned.
Ain't he just? Who's been away on holiday? Let's have a look.
I've
Both
been out
of
in the
you.
garden today. Been out in the garden.
Is that because you've been working hard? Yeah, that's cool.
Who did you go away with, Cherry?
Two of my friends. One of them's over there,
right.
teaching for a month. So we went to stay with her. I literally booked it. I had a day and a half to pack.
Nice. That's cool.
Well, at least you had a day and a half to pack. It's not like they said, well, by the way, we're going to the airport in an hour. Get ready.
Booked it,
Yeah.
packed it, off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris wouldn't get much sun in Paris if he's staying around the ghetto areas. I'm sure you did that on purpose, you know, and you just blaming Bell. You found out where the latest Jumble Trail or something was in Paris.
Yeah.
It's total coincidence, but we didn't stop. We didn't stop.
Quick,
Oh,
why
is that a
was
drive-by video, was it?
Yeah, that's what it was. I thought I've got to get a video of this and put it on Instagram.
The driver, slow down so I can get the peasants on camera.
So, Mr. Hayden, you messaged me and Steve last week and saying you had some really big Tom Hanks news.
Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's drag it out a bit. I've got some pickups to show you.
Oh, go on, then. So let's put you on big screen.
I can't remember if you've seen these or not. What video? I haven't got a clue what video I'm up to.
I usually find if I see it on a video, you've listed it.
I've not got this, believe it or not.
Yeah, you shown that on the last video.
Oh, right, okay. And I collect these. I collect these tartan DVDs or Blu-rays.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have a look for them. Now I've seen them.
I mean, yeah, keep an eye out. Send me a picture because I've got at least 100 of them. So
really, what's your fascination with them?
I just love it. It's mostly driven by the Japanese horror.
Oh, okay.
That's where it kind of started. But then once I started collecting some of them, I decided just to look for all of them. And
so is it like a particular genre?
No, it can be anything.
Okay.
Because most of the time, these tartan DVDs, if you see them, they're worth at least scanning because they can be worth decent money.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll keep an eye out for them at the booty then. Yeah,
keep an eye out. But I have got loads, so yeah. What else did I pick up? Oh, now you won't have seen this one yet.
Oh, Godzilla!
Hang on a second. Look at that bad boy.
It's a big one.
Massive.
Yeah, this will be on this weekend's video because we'll pick this up on Sunday.
I'm going to go with. They wanted a $5 for it, and Chris paid him $4.
No, I had to pay.
Did Alana? I want to $4, but I'll pay for a $5 anyway.
Alana, yeah. No, I almost did Alana. They wanted a tenner, but I got it for $8 in the end.
Oh, that's nice. It's cool, that, mate.
It's to be honest, it's not really worth a lot. I bought it solely for my own collection because I think he's only worth about 25 quid on eBay.
What year is he?
2019.
So is this the Kong versus Godzilla then?
I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
It's over that or the King of the Monsters one.
Yeah, because I've seen a similar one in probably not as big as that, but I've seen them in B&M, I think.
Mm.
They're like a tenner each in B&M.
There you go. You just pissed on Chris's chips.
No. I think these are. I think this is made by Jax, so it's a well-known.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'll have a look.
They make all the wrestling figures and stuff, don't they, Jax?
Yeah, they do now. Yeah.
I think he's still like 40 quid new. So, but
that's good.
If it was for reselling, I wouldn't have bought it. But it's for me, so
that's cool.
Chris, Lisa's asking, is that a Muppets plush behind you? Now, I know the regulars to your channel. No, it's one of the therapy puppets, isn't it?
It's you can buy them. They did. You used to be able to buy them, but you can't get them anymore. But they come in different faces. And is it Whatnot? Is it called Whatnot? I think it's called Whatnot. And I'm not exactly sure. It was made by the people who make the Muppets, obviously, but you can buy like different faces and different hair and different costumes. But it is you put your hand up and it's a proper puppet.
The Zig and Zag's quite cool, though. I do like the
I like them. I really want them.
Zig and Zag. Yeah, these are actually puppets, you know.
Well, they were on Big Breakfast, Chris. They weren't real.
No, but you can buy plushes, but these you actually put your hands in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cool. They are.
Yeah, I got these on Vinted.
Oh, you got them? Oh, okay, yeah. So you purposely went out to get them rather than picking them up on car boot. I mean,
I have like saved searches set up, so
Zig and Zag was one of them.
No, it came up as like a vintage toy or something like that.
Okay, that's interesting.
So
do you do the same? Sorry, Steve. Do you do the same for like the American stuff as well?
Sometimes, yeah.
Like Universal Studios.
Yeah, I have searches set up for stuff like that.
I thought you did. There's no way you're sieving through all of that every day.
No.
So, did you pick up anything in Italy, Sherry?
A couple of bits. Just Got my little. Woo!
Ah, yeah, that's cool.
Really heavy though. Like I put it in my bag and I was like, yeah, that's not. I didn't think that was going to be so heavy. And then I've got
Did you manage to experience a taxi ride in Rome?
No, we got an Uber to the airport on the way home.
Because they're like, but they use the cars like bumper cars over there.
Oh yeah, it's mental.
There's
I
no
have
way you're
got my
crossing the road. Yeah, that's cool.
little Polaroids.
See, Polaroid.
There you
They
go.
are
Are you
impressive.
writing? Are you writing clues on the back of them so when you lose your memory?
Yeah, just writing notes down.
No, I need to. And you write on this little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see what it is. See?
They're cool. Then I'm glad you had a good time.
It's nice to actually go on holiday. I've not been on in a long time. Before that, I've only been to Tennessee on a plane. So my second
enough.
holiday plane wise.
So, have you got many caboos to go to this week, Chris?
I think I'm going to sell on Sunday at 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm gonna try something that I've not done before, and I'm going to take a shed load of cycling tops down to the car boot and see if I can do like get a shot of some.
Right, so what you'll have to do is send us a picture of this other stuff before it gets to be nabbed up. That's not a cycle jersey. I'll put that one out there straight away.
What do you mean? No, I'm just going to take cycling tops.
Oh, you're just taking cycling.
Oh, you're literally taking cycling tops. I'm fine.
No, I'm going to put a tarpaulin thing on the floor, and I'm just going to tip them out. I've got about 200 that I'm taking, and spread them out. I'm going to do £6 each, or buy more than one for £5 each.
So 2 for a tenner.
See what happens.
£6 each or 2 for a tenner.
Yeah, or if you want to buy 4, it's 20, or etc.
Well, naturally, if you want to buy 4, it's definitely going to be 20, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what people are like? It's like, oh, if I buy, can I get 8 for 20?
Six
No, you
for
can't
30.
get 8 for 20.
So the big question is, are you going to be sitting behind your table going, this annoying prick wants to take £2 off a deal?
A pound.
just pay for what I'm asking for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. There's
would you
Lana
take
saying,
£4
would you take
No.
I want to see him on that video go, no.
Yeah. No, I want to see it on the video. I want to see a customer pull a Lana on you.
Oh, it'll happen. 100% it'll happen. How much for
You
the
can have
whole
to,
lot?
like,
I'll tell you what, if someone wants to take all of them, they can have them at £4 each, the lot.
£4 each the lot.
So we're going to a jumble trail in Hellsby on Sunday. We've been looking for a map of where the sellers are and stuff, but you've got to go to a central point and buy your map.
Oh, really? Got to pay for the map?
You've got to pay for the map, so they've not
How much?
publicised £2.
Robbing bastards!
£2 for the map.
To be fair, there's a lot of admin involved. After seeing my mum do like the Fleetwood one, there's a lot of work involved in it.
But do you charge your stall holders?
Oh, bless.
No, you don't charge anyone anything.
No.
Right.
So these stores have registered to sell. They've give all the details to the organisers, and then you've got to buy your map. But they said if we run out of maps in one location, you can go to another one. And if they run out, you can go to another one. But there's 4 different locations. I'll be travelling around Hellsby trying to get a copy of the bloody map. I probably drove past about 50 stores on the way to find a flipping map.
Yeah, that's true.
Have they put a picture of the map anywhere? Have they put it on the Facebook page or anything, or a list of houses?
No.
It'd be easier to do it like online. Sorry.
Hellsby's not that big of a village, to be honest with you. So, like I said, you probably drove past them trying to get a copy of the map. But it was just the fact that you've got to pay £2 for a copy of the map before you can go on the Jumble Trail.
Wow.
My other news this week is that I have pre-booked my seats for the new Top Gun.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So
We watched Top Gun, the first one, the other day for I couldn't even remember how it went. Like, other than like this scene of him driving a motorbike with the song playing, that's it. That's all I could remember. And I was a bit underwhelmed by it. I thought it's not going to be in my top of films. You know?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It's a good film. I liked it, and I'll watch the next one. So let us know if it's any good, Steve.
No, I will do, definitely.
Oh, you know what he's like. He'll be like, yeah, come on, be like, yeah, shit.
We've watched
my reviews are very honest. Thank you very much. And you even said so yourself after you watched the Batman that you thought it was awful. So
I was just trying to agree with you, mate. I didn't want to disappoint you. My favourite film of the year so far. Hey, now
I can't watch that much now during the week, Chris, because we're back in the office 3 days a week.
He's actually got to work.
Yeah, he's got to do some work now. Back in lockdown, he was sat back on his bed and all sorts.
We'd have to schedule the show for 2 hours just so he could explain half an hour's worth of what he's watched during the week. What are you watching?
2 films we watched this week.
What
2? What you got?
Sonic 2.
Oh yeah. Oh really?
Now, I preferred Sonic 2 over the first Sonic.
See, I liked the new characters, Tails and Knuckles. I thought they were good. But I found like, especially like the end sequence of them fighting, it went on and on and on forever.
Yeah.
I just got a bit bored of it.
It's only going to be worse. It's only going to be worse from 3 when you bring Shadow into it, though.
I've not seen it yet, but I was tempted to pre-order the steelbook for Sonic 2.
Have you seen the cover for that?
Yep, I have.
It's the game art from Sonic 2.
It's literally pretty much the game art, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it looks fucking awesome, the steelbook.
To be honest with you, Shabbat, we're only watching it on 2D. We're at standard screen. I wasn't going to sit through the IMAX again, and the 4D was something like 20 odd quid a ticket. So I was going to go and watch it tonight. The View by us have got a charity event on for early watching, but like I say, we're live, so we're here.
That's very true.
Yeah. Shadow was the bad guy from Sonic Generations, if I remember correctly, from the game it was in. But yeah, if you think Knuckles is a badass, then Shadow's better than Knuckles. But like I say, it did drag out a little bit, but I did prefer the second one over the first one.
Probably just edged it. We also watched The Lost City. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Is that the Sandra Bullock one?
Yeah.
And Channing Tatum.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. I was fast asleep after about 20 minutes. I was totally bored on it. I was leaning on Belle watching it, and before I knew it, I was gone.
Lord of the Rings is like that for me.
Oh yeah, I hate Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is brilliant.
Oh, terrible.
That and The Hobbit. I put it on. I have every intention of watching it, and I'm just like,
The Hobbit. When it came out of the cinema, I think it was like the first Hobbit. They did a special version of it on the cinema, which is like a really weird way of filming it, and it was proper. I can't remember what it called. Maybe someone in the chat will know. But it was filmed in a completely different way. But it made it look like the background was like cartoony, and the characters were really stood out. It wasn't 3D, but it was. I can't remember what it was. Someone might know, but they never released anything in it again. But it was proper weird. I don't know if someone in the chat will know.
What did I watch the other week that was 3 hours long, and I didn't want to turn it off because I just wanted to see how it finished, but I was bored shitless. Oh, that's going to drive me nuts now.
How long was it?
It was 3 hours long.
Okay.
And I started it. I was bored about half an hour in, but I had to see how it ended. It'll come to me by the end of the show.
Well, I watched the last season of Ozarks this week.
Oh, we started watching that. I think we got through 2 seasons of it. I was quite enjoying it. Is it worth carrying on with?
Yeah.
Speaking of series, right, we watched something on Netflix this week, and it's not a series, it's one of these Netflix documentaries called Our Father.
I literally just turned that off.
Oh,
I finished it.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm looking at it.
What did you think, Cherry?
Lots of swear words. It's a very, very good documentary, and they've done it quite well.
Have you seen it, Chris? Our Father.
No.
So it's a fertility clinic. Yeah.
Fertility clinic.
And you go in. Yeah, it could be when you hear the story. You go in. Your partner, obviously, you give your sample. The doctor's swapping your sample for his own.
No.
Really?
So the current number of children
94. 94 kids.
So how many do you know about?
Over 30 years, he was swapping his sample with the one that was provided, so he could have.
Whereabouts is
So he was providing his.
Indianapolis in the States.
No. He was the doctor. So you're going to see him. You and Belle go to see him because to have kids. You give him your sample to put into Belle, and then he swaps your sample with his own.
Really?
There was also ones where they had gone in and it was supposed to be a donor's sperm, and they said
why?
Like it's used on they use three times one person, and then that's it. There's no more.
Yeah, it says when you go in, the caveat is the chances are you're going to have 3 brothers or sisters around the country because we use the same supplier 3 times. But over 30 years, so this one woman kept saying to her parents, "Am I adopted? Because I look nothing like the rest of the family." And she kept saying, "No, you're dad." And then she had got a DNA test and found out her dad wasn't really a dad.
How do you? Is that how they found out? Honestly,
that's how they found out originally.
Most of them find out by doing it's like a birthday present or a Christmas present. Like you do the 23andMe DNA testing, so they can go on the website, and then they go on the website and it's like, oh, you have 3,000 connections, and like that must be wrong, and it turns out no, it's not wrong. They're actually related, and they have 93 other siblings.
Right, I've got to watch that now. I'm going to watch that tonight.
It's really interesting.
Well, we've been watching that. We've still been watching that Meet, Marry, Kill on there, which is there's about 20 odd episodes, which is a bit worrying because they're literally all stories about how the other half did away with their respective husband or wife.
I think we went to watch that because you mentioned that. Was it last week? We went to watch that and then come across this Our Father and watch that instead. But if you haven't watched that Our Father, go and watch it because it is strange though, because people are finding out each other by this girl just starting like a family tree. And it just grows arms and arms and legs.
The question is, how many more are going to find out now they've seen a Netflix documentary?
They said there's another 44 doctors that they found that have been doing the same thing in other states.
Why though?
Well, this one doctor. Sorry, Cherry. Are you trying not to spoil it? And now I'm going to go and put my foot in it.
Yeah, don't
spoil it. Don't spoil it, though.
All right, don't spoil it.
There's a few things that I'm missing out because I don't want to ruin the whole thing. Right. And it's interesting. It's just interesting. You watch it and we can talk about it next week, and then and we can actually.
You're not planning on getting off anywhere else next week, Jerry? Just so we're clear.
I don't want to.
I did hear that there's a UK version of this, and it's based in a town called Bolton. So
it's not called Bolton.
Yeah,
nobody knows where Bolton is.
Now, I'm all right then. I'm just out of Bolton. I'm okay.
Now in Bolton, they just go and buy one Father's Day card, and the whole town signs it.
Well, that's basically what's going to happen there, isn't it? Literally,
that's Bake-Up. Yeah, Bolton and Bake-Up. He's got the 6 fingers.
Shabba's put a comment in there. That's right, Shabba. That was it. The Hobbit was filmed at a different frame rate and released on the cinema, and it was the weirdest thing ever. I didn't get it at all. It just the whole thing just looked like a computer game or something. It was weird.
And Jethro, I don't really think it's survival of the fittest, considering one of the details about the doctors.
Hey,
About the
Jeffro.
doctor that did it, because he's not the fittest.
No, Cherry's right. I shouldn't spoil it for you, and it's killing me not telling you all about this. But go and watch it.
Look, if you want to get it out of your system, I'll just mute you.
We can talk about.
There we go. That'll do, guys.
That's it.
Just
Better leave it like that.
I'll leave and I'll talk to myself and come back. So go and watch it, and we can talk about it.
All
on
right,
Sunday.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Is it multiple episodes then?
No, it's just one.
It's just
Oh,
an hour
that's
and a
fine.
half.
Just the way you were talking about
One
it.
8-hour episode. That'd be fine. Yeah.
I mean, they might need it when they find the rest of the siblings.
Yeah.
There's definitely a sequel coming.
Well, technically,
I think there might be
4 sequels. Yeah.
There could be.
Another 90 sequels.
Yeah.
Wow, what a guy. You only get a bucket and a half, according to Max and Paddy.
I've been rewatching Breaking Bad. I've started again with it.
Still
while
not
I'm
watched
working.
any of it.
Oh, you so need to watch it. It's so good. Even watching it second time round, I don't remember a lot of
Quite
it.
expensive now, though, to go out and purchase it. I mean, I think it's
No,
probably
the
about 20
scene- I've never seen Breaking Bad, but the scene where he's bought his parents' house.
Just watch
Apparently, that's just won an award for being one of the best scenes ever filmed for TV program.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why or what, but
I don't
that's
think it's
just
that
one of
good.
them.
But it's good. It's really good. If you've not seen Breaking Bad, you need to go watch it. I mean, it gets you hooked literally within 1 or 2 episodes. You're in.
Yeah.
The
You've watched,
characters are so good on it.
yeah, this is it. But this, I mean, I pick up like a lot of first series of stuff just to see if I catch on with them.
Yeah.
But Breaking
Well, it's
Bad
on
was
Netflix, so it's dead easy. You can get.
Yeah,
through
yeah.
it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Now, I only fell upon Sons of Anarchy because Steve was talking about it on your show, so maybe I need to go and pick up.
Why did you have to click on the comment? I was ignoring it. It's down in a minute. I watched the thing on 3 Mile Island as well. That was interesting.
On what? Sorry,
There you
Cherry.
go.
3 Mile Island.
Cherry.
Oh, that's on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is it? Yeah.
quite like the Netflix documentaries.
You know what?
Even though they can be a bit biased, you have to be.
Well,
A little bit.
what I found with them is they drag them out. Like they drag out, like that cat thing.
Yeah.
The hotel Cecil or whatever it
And,
was.
and the hotel one. Oh my god!
The place we just stayed reminds me of that.
They repeated the same bits over and over and over.
Yeah.
So
What's
annoying.
that?
Me, you, and BS. What's that? I'm the same, Cherry. Yeah.
I need to get into watching Better Call Saul, because I watched the first series and then I
Yeah,
sort of
I'm the
went
same. I
over.
watched the first one, but once I've done this, I'm going to go on to that.
Definitely though, El Camino is a really good. I enjoyed that.
Kathy, don't drag me into this. I'm not the one that wrote that comment.
It was little Steve.
Little Steve wrote the comment.
No.
I'm not getting told off for you. I'm not getting between Cherry and Kathy on this one.
You're scary. I wouldn't get on the wrong side of my mum.
It's all right. I've just sent her a message for you. You're welcome.
Might get some pizzeria.
Domino's will be here before your dad opens the door. It'll be like a Dr. Pepper advert, won't it?
I did watch some of
bringing it in. We've got quite a lot.
Bless him, Santa. We did watch some Only Fools and Horses, great stuff. Going to try my hand at impersonating Uncle Albert in the off season.
I'm surprised an American like gets the Only Fools and Horses thing.
Humor.
Yeah, surprised.
I'll use me data. I'll turn yours off.
Kathy, we don't get to spend a lot of time with her now. She's off gallivanting most weekends.
Yeah, to gallivanting to the poker. Well, at least we know now she can join us for Movie Chats Extra on the Sunday. Now. It doesn't clash with the pub quiz.
See,
I was
Peter,
invited.
Sorry, go on, Cherry.
I was invited to the pub quiz whilst I was away as well because nobody knew I was going because I didn't know I was going, and I was like, "No, actually, I'm in Rome. Sorry."
Peter said he's just finished watching Moon Knight and didn't get it. I haven't watched it yet, but I
didn't
seen
understand
really good
it.
reviews about that.
I'm lost in it.
It's sort of out before it ties into anything else, from what I understand. I haven't seen it. Like I said, I need to get me Disney Plus working so I can binge watch it. But yeah, the new Cobra Kai trailer, Steve. Is this the trailer that you were talking about before that you wanted to talk about?
No. I mean, I did watch the latest Cobra Kai trailer the other day. Actually, I forgot all about it. But number one has mentioned it. No one has mentioned it. I missed it. Yeah. I don't know. I can't say anything negative really because I've enjoyed the series the whole way through.
Now, are we at the point now that Mike Barnes has come back?
It's looking that way, isn't it?
Right. So, are we at the point now where there's no fucker else hiding anywhere else in the Karate Kid franchise that they can bring back?
You've still got the
Whilst
girl.
you talk about this, because I don't know what you're talking about, I will go help with the shopping.
No worries.
I'll be back.
Now,
All right.
which girl are you talking about? Hilary Swank?
Yes.
Right. As in the next Karate Kid?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And I think she's serious.
From the original Karate Kid trilogy, we've got nobody else that they can drag out the shadows.
Yeah, I think we have. I think we definitely have. I remember seeing an extra in one of the.
It's boring the shit out of me, this now. Just trying to play the guest game.
I think Hilary Swank, I think she's in this series, but I don't think they mention it because obviously everyone's pinning it on the fact that Bad Boy Tommy or whatever he's called is coming back.
Mike Barnes, it is.
Yeah, that's what Mike Barnes. Sorry, Bad Boy Mike. So I think they're going to put that out there that obviously he may or may not be in it, and then I think she's going to be in it as well.
Now, is it confirmed that he's Fingy's dad yet?
I think so. I think the trailer might have give it away a little bit.
There you go. I don't need to watch it now. I know what's going to happen.
Oh, you're such a miserable bastard, aren't you?
Yeah, I know. now the thing is, right? If Cobra Kai had the Master Chief in, different story. Do you know what I mean?
Don't get me started on Halo.
Or maybe Megatron made an appearance. Different story.
No. Hang on. When you're talking about characters like this that are the main staple of the story, that's fine. Cobra Kai, you have 30 seconds of video time in the second Karate Kid, and we'll give you 4 episodes in the series. We'll bring you back. That's what they're doing. I'm all for nostalgia, and I'm all for that. But give me some original characters as well.
So that you're getting a lot of original characters. That's what you're whinging at.
The original characters from the movie. But give me some originality. Give me some new characters. Your big new entry every season doesn't need to be somebody from the trilogy of movies.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm quite enjoying it
for what it is. You've got to accept it for what it is. It's just, it's purposely nostalgic. They've made it that way for sure.
Yeah.
They wanted to link. They wanted to link it. That's why they have flashbacks constantly throughout the series.
Yeah,
I think you just have to accept it for what it is.
I think the thing is that what's made it easier to watch that is you didn't need a backstory per se, especially sort of the first couple of seasons. You didn't need to know every in and out of the main characters. Really, it's just what they concentrated on was the kids as well. Then, But I don't know. I enjoy it because it's a bit of a mixture of both. I think it's quite a healthy amount of both, to be fair. Because otherwise, if I was watching it and like, let's say, as an example, the He-Man cartoon that you so rigorously slated, you know, if you were expecting something and it turned out to be something completely different. Do you know what I mean? And I think the thing is with Cobra Kai is we was really hoping that it was going to be about them, and it is about them.
No, I haven't got a problem with the story. What I'm saying is that give me the new Mike Barnes. Don't give me Mike Barnes 30 years down the line, because you've already given me Kreese, you've already given me Silver, you've already given me bloody the girlfriend from the first one, right?
Yeah. They'd all moved on. They had all moved on essentially, apart from.
But give
Johnny,
me the new Mike. Give me the new Mike Barnes.
Yeah, he's not going to come in like he was, I don't think.
Get Silver to train the next Mike Barnes.
Yeah,
I know he's trying to do it with Robbie, but give me the new Mike Barnes. Don't bring back Mike Barnes to coach with Silver against Kreese and the Japanese bloke in and bloody Daniel.
From Karate Kid 2.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. But give me something new. Give me someone else that I've got to invest my time in, and not, oh, he's the bloke that kicked his ass in Karate Kid 3.
I don't know, man. I think this is a really pleasant surprise. This series. There's not a series, and there's not a sequence of episodes, but there's not a like season 1, 2, or 3 or 4, whatever. There's no one that I've thought that's weaker than the rest.
No, but they've been teeing Barnes up since season 2, so you knew he's been coming. We all thought he was coming last year when Silver appeared.
Yeah.
You know, it's you know.
I wasn't sure about his.
There you go. There's the new movie chat's drinking game.
Take a shot every time say it's Mike Barnes. Yeah, that's true.
You'll get him a T-shirt with Mike Barnes written on the front.
Mike Barnes T-shirt.
I am the next Mike Barnes. But yeah, that's it. Just give me a new character, invest my time in. I'm like I said before, I'm all for nostalgia and everything else, but this show is just pure nostalgia binging.
I think that's what they made it for. I think they knew that obviously the Karate Kid has this sort of nostalgic following, you know, and I think they've purposely done it that way.
There was an interview I was watching the other day with that Timac from The Last Dragon. And he got asked the question whether he would appear in as Leroy Green in the Karate Kid, the Cobra Kai's, and he was very up for it, just for nostalgic reasons, because obviously it was the 80s. I'd be interested to see how that went. So
Peter's mentioned here the Winchesters. Yeah, that looks really, really good.
Back in 2 seconds.
It's the Supernatural prequel. So Belle will be interested in that, Chris.
Oh yeah.
So that does look really, really good. How they got into hunting and stuff like that. I know we had a couple of episodes in the later series of Supernatural, didn't we? Where they found the mum and she was explaining how she was the hunter and not the dad, etc.
No idea.
So this will be quite an interesting take on it all. What have you been watching this week then, Chris? What series have you been watching while you've been listening? Or
just Breaking Bad, mate. That's it. I've been getting through like 6 or 7 episodes a day on it, just while I've been listening in the background. It's because it's one of them, because I've seen it before. Like, I don't have to sit and concentrate. I can do my photography. I can listen to what's going on, check in with it when I'm, typing up on my phone and stuff. So it's been good watching it again. But that's pretty much it. That's basically all I've been watching, really. We watched a couple of films and, yeah.
No.
When Steve comes back, we'll talk about Tom Hanks.
Okay. Well, why don't you let us in, and then Steve can wait until next week?
Can't do that.
He can watch it. He can watch us back.
Oh, we are. He's back. Mate, you can stop talking about him now.
He knows I call him a dick.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Okay,
regularly
so
called
Tom
him.
Hanks. Let's talk about Tom Hanks.
Yes, Tom Hanks.
Right. Yeah, everyone knows I'm a fan of Tom Hanks. A favorite actor, whatever. Favorite films, most of them.
Amongst them.
And I picked up a film recently,
Yeah.
and we went to watch it the other night. And
Yeah.
lo and behold, Tom Hanks is in it.
Oh, is it what? Is that uncredited or?
Uncredited Tom Hanks. I didn't know anything about it until he appears on the first screen as it starts. And I'm like, what's this? Tom Hanks? How do I not know about this? But he's on at the start of the film, he's on at the end of the film, and he narrates the film. But he's completely uncredited for whatever reason. But it's 1992.
Right.
And he was fairly he was at a peak of sort of filming at that time. You know, he was in a lot of films around that period.
Well, what was it?
So, this one.
Radio Flyer. Okay.
Nowhere on it. You'd think he'd be up there somewhere.
Oh,
even though
yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
He's not credited on it at all.
I wonder if it'd be an answer on Pointless.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah.
Well, if he's uncredited, it wouldn't count.
Mm.
I'll tell you what.
He's got to be credited for it to count for Pointless.
I'll tell you what, Chris. It's going for 10, 15 quid on eBay.
Is it?
Yeah.
I might vlog it now. Seen it. But actually, it's worth a watch. It's like
Oh, has he got Elijah Wood in it?
yeah, it's got Elijah Wood in it, and it's got another little lad in it from what's his name? Must be him, Joseph Mazzello or something. But he's been in a few films as well. It's like a coming of age sort of drama, and also the way it's filmed. It's kind of filmed mostly at child level. So a lot of the adults you don't see the top halves very often. It's kind of filmed at their level.
Oh,
So
right.
it's like watching an adult version of Tom and Jerry.
Kind of. But no, it's got some quite serious sort of themes around it. But yeah, it focuses on the two boys. But it's got the weirdest ending that you'll ever see. And it's one of them where they say, oh, you'll have to make up your own mind what the ending means. And I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
It's like, just tell us, give us an ending.
Yeah.
I
said
hate
this.
it.
Ah.
So, if any of you haven't watched that, you should watch it because it's a good little film.
Now I've seen who that Joseph Morezzo is.
Yeah.
He's one of the lead characters from The Pacific,
Right.
which is the Band of Brothers follow on, isn't it?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, if anyone wants to pick that up and watch
I'll tell you, Chris, that the reason why
it was also in two of Chris's favourite movies, Jurassic Park and Jurassic World.
That's it. Yes, I knew that. Yeah, because Jurassic Park was just 1 year after that, wasn't it? 93.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'll tell you the reason why it's expensive on eBay, Chris, is that they're all completely out of stock on CEX.
Ah.
So he must be the young boy in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, he is. He's the young boy. Yeah, I remember Belle now mentioning it when it came on. She said he was from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I do that all the time, or me and Lou will do it. We'll sit there watching a movie, and we're like, "He's out of this, she's out of that," without a doubt. Like,
well, we're always watching Summit, and then Belle will get a phone out checking Internet Movie Database. Where's he from?
I do the same, and so does my dad, and my mum hates it.
Because you start
talking
right. What's she looking up?
yeah, who's she looking up?
But it is a good little film, but it did surprise me because, apparently I read up afterwards that it's like maybe he didn't want to be a part of it because it didn't do well at the box office. So maybe he decided, he was like, you know what, I don't really want to put my name to it. But actually, I think it's a good little film, albeit the ending is weird to say the least. And it kind of just leaves you wondering what the hell that was all about.
Do you think it would have done better if he was credited to it?
Probably, yeah, probably. I bet it would have done. But he was only on screen at the very start and at the very end, and then he narrates a bit in the background. But that was it.
Steven Seagal was only in the first 5 minutes of executive decision, and he was the full credit.
Yeah.
So,
but and also it only had a small budget, and so perhaps because I think if you get a credit, then you get paid more, and if you get a title credit, you get paid even more, obviously. So maybe they were like, we haven't got enough money to pay you for that. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look into it now and find out why he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I did a bit of research afterwards, but I think the general consensus was that because it was a flop and it wasn't as good as what they were hoping it to be.
Yeah, but at that point, they'd still put the bloody thingies out for it, though, wouldn't they? The advertisement out.
But I think don't you? I think like pre-screen, screenings when the film's been made before it's been released, they probably know whether it's going to be a hit or not.
Good night.
Have you got any good videos coming out this week, Chris?
Got a car boot video at the weekend. That's about it at the minute.
What about you, Cherry? You going to do any videos for us to watch? Are you gonna review Our Father?
I should. A lot of opinions.
You could always review it, and we'll post it for you.
Yeah, viewers' reviews.
Yeah,
or maybe
it'll be a new segment.
Uncle Albert's in now. Uncle Albert's in.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
yeah,
Uncle Albert, I do that pretty much most times I watch a film.
Well, that predominantly is when, like you're saying, Chris, with the movies where they're like, you make your own mind up as to what the ending is.
I hate that. I really hate it.
I was just like, really?
If I watch a film, I don't really want to use my imagination.
No.
Books are for that, and I don't read books.
The only film that's ever done that to me, that makes me think, is The Fourth Kind. Do you know where they talk about the alien abduction and stuff like that? Because did they say it's all based on true story? It's all like interview footage and everything. But at the end, she says, "You make your mind up. Has this really happened?" And you're like, "I've just watched this for 2 hours."
I end up Googling it afterwards just to be like,
yeah,
okay, what's the actual ending?
Oh, I hate that when a new film comes out and it's got like a dead straightforward ending, and then 50 channels have gone ending explained. Look, if you need someone to explain the ending of that to you shouldn't.
I understand it with some of the Marvel bits because I think when I went to see the Avengers, I didn't know who the character was at the end, but my best friend, he's really into comics, so he was like, "This is this person," and I was like, "Right, now it makes sense."
It's the first time you see Thanos when he turns around and smiles.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I always need stuff explaining to me because I'm constantly, when I'm watching films, I'm constantly saying to Belle, let us know what's going on, will you? Just tell me what's going on. I ain't got a clue.
Did you see earlier on in the week that Disney and Marvel have got the rights for Stan Lee's likeness now for the next 20 years?
Did think that I've seen that.
So they can put Stan Lee now in all the new Marvel films and continue his little cameos.
I got really sad on his last one when his last real one. I was like, because he hadn't seen the film come out.
Yeah.
But I was like one of the only ones that laughed in one of the first Avenger films. I was one of the only people in the theatre that laughed when it was Stan Lee. I think he said aliens in New York or superheroes in New York, and I laughed. Nobody else did. It was like nobody else knew who that was.
It was like the little one where he's talking to the Watchers when he's in his space there. Where is it? Guardians? Not Guardians. It's Endgame, isn't it? Where they're flying through and he's talking to the Watchers.
Yeah.
What's this Catan saying? He was confused after Total Recall. Which Total Recall? Catan, the old one or the new one?
Even like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter just confuses me.
The end of
Harry
the end
Potter,
of
right.
Hi,
the
Rob.
end of Lord of the Rings is in slightly different orders, isn't it? You know, they move it around, don't they, from what's in the book and stuff.
Probably.
Uncle Al, but during the war we didn't have time to watch movies. Nice. Hey, Richie Rich Star. On there? Or have I just seen that? Okay.
Danny Darko, as loads of people raved about it, but he thought it was shit.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
All this movie talking, Lana, like she dog.
Cute dog.
You know she's cute. No, I think Stanley's
Oh,
he's got
sorry,
a better
Rick.
reputation.
Yeah, Catan, there was a remake with Kate Beckinsale, Jessica Biel, and Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, yeah.
It wasn't particularly good. It came out roughly the same time as the RoboCop remake, and that was awful as well.
Yeah, strangely, it did, didn't it? It came out about the same sort of time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm dreading them remaking The Running Man and what was the other one they were talking about remaking? Do you know what? My mind's like a sieve today. I can't remember half the shit I know. God, my mind's gone blank. What was the other Rowney film that we were talking about the other week that The Rock wants to do?
Oh, shit. What was it?
What, like an 80s one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to old age. I'm probably the third youngest on this on this channel.
Third youngest.
Certainly the youngest.
Yeah. Steve and Chris are older than me.
I'm not the oldest.
Well, at 44, you're the oldest, Chris.
44, my ass.
But like, yeah, you know how you got 2003? There was so many films out of that year that I loved growing up.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, that reminds me. Thank you for that, because we haven't done the wheel.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let me know when you can see it.
we can see it.
Your card is important to us.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil. If I remember
Is that the
correctly,
one I
I think
got
that
on
was
Blu-ray?
Yes, it bloody is. Get it
Isn't
sent,
it?
Chris. Chris, get it sent.
I'm not sure if it was versus Evil though.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah, I was just thinking, where the bloody hell have I seen that this week?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Ooh, taking the elevator, going up. Got a lot of ground to cover, and I'm in love with this good life. Can't give it up.
1992. Here you go. Anyone want to buy that off me?
Anyone want to buy it?
1992.
I can't, you skinnied me, Chris.
I think
It
you should
was
put this
before
on
I
the
was
wheel.
born, so I don't know any movies from then.
I think you should put this on the wheel.
1992, and Tucker and Dale versus Evil. If I remember correctly, I think that was one of Shabba's suggestions. I think that he put that on.
I can't believe that. It's one of the only ones I didn't get off you, Chris. It's fucking on the wheel.
Is it? After all of that, all those ones that he shared the other day.
Yeah.
Can we add the room?
Why don't you?
I was glad the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Yeah, put that radio flyer on as well.
Okay.
I'll get Chris to send me.
That's the only reason why he's done it, because as soon as it goes on the wheel, it'll be on eBay for 15 quid.
Well listed. Kathy wants Commando. Oh no, that was we were talking about Commando last week.
The film.
I
don't know. I was only making it up.
What do you think of Margot Robbie playing the lead role for the next Pirates of the Caribbean? Yeah, I read that earlier, Catan. I don't know. I like her anyway, so yeah, bring it on.
Put
him on the television.
I just look at it as a Margot Robbie movie rather than it should be thingy.
Yeah. What's Afghanistan? No, Neil, Afghanistan. What did I miss there? What questions Night's Life answering?
Chris is only 44. Where was his
Chris,
paper? Afghanistan.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's cute. He's shouting at himself.
My Greek mate asked me to add my big fat Greek wedding. Shabba, you're losing all credibility with this channel with these suggestions.
You need to take 2003 off the wheel. The PA's just reminded, or the famous star from our channel.
Has he done that?
Yes, I will. I'll take it off. I just noticed that I haven't took 1992 off either. Then, if you'd noticed, I'll do that now while I'm not sharing it. Yeah. So, ladies and gents, if you haven't watched Lana's video, please go and watch Lana's video. She's only 6 views off 2,000, and it's doing a heading that she hasn't got there yet. It is worth a watch. A silent disco in the middle of Liverpool in the middle of the day is quite funny.
What was she even dancing to? I don't even know what it was.
She had the Spotify off her phone, saying to me, "I'm going to use it because Steve's got Spotify Premium, so that's why I'm going to use it." And then starts dancing in the street like some, I want to say,
summertime madness. It was.
To be fair,
she was doing what all the chavs do nowadays, and literally listening to the music without headphones, you know.
Summertime madness it was. She was playing.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Well, don't get me wrong, she had a good playlist after all the way round Liverpool, didn't she? Like one song.
She was bopping away, and then when we met up with the rest of the group, she never stopped. She just carried on until we got onto the next place.
Yeah, she did. Awesome.
Yeah, no one gave a shit. Yeah, Liverpool in the middle of the day.
It's normal, though.
Nobody noticed anything different.
Sorry?
Exactly.
Nobody notices anything different.
No. Right, ladies and gents, I think it is that time of the evening. We'll call it a day, shall we? So, Chris, are you on Monday? Are you on your normal time slot?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, 8 o'clock Monday.
He's got a guest. You've got a guest on Monday, haven't you?
Yes, we've got. We're going to be talking to Fleek, who are a brand new online marketplace for a vintage wholesale clothing. So that's interesting.
Ooh.
Never been on YouTube before.
You've got the exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive.
Ooh.
Told you were big time. No, nice one.
All he needs is for another channel to go live at the same time.
We're supposed to be on another channel in about half an hour as well. I'm not sure.
Are you going over there? Are you with Derek, Nick in?
I've been invited to go on as a guest for tonight.
I wondered why he was in there, you know. Usually he'd be sat in his Hugh Hefner.
I know, I've had to get some clothes on for this.
So, if you're wondering what Chris is talking about, Derek, Nick, and Peter Cummings are going live at 9:30 over on Nick Hill's channel.
Oh, is that on Nick's channel?
It's on Nick's channel. Yeah.
I've not had a link yet.
Hi,
So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna-
Okay, so you can catch us on Facebook via Movie Chats and Film Geeks. And we're on Instagram at Movie Chats _2021. Lana keeps shouting at me because I never tell you about the underscore. So it's Movie Chats _ 2021.
You do realise it's 2002, don't you?
Yes,
2002?
I'm not changing my channel. The
You
name
not
of
think
the,
about that when you made the name.
No, because some other git had already took Movie Chats, which
You
was
could have had
probably
Movie Chats
you,
UK.
but- What?
Movie Chats UK.
Oh, it's on there now.
It
Isn't
was
it?
up. It was
You
up
can
for sale.
sing
You
it.
could have bought that off me.
What, when you bindles off, you mean? Listen, gents, I don't want to do it anymore, but you can buy the IP.
Yeah.
So don't forget to join us on Sunday night, 7:15 for Movie Chats Extra. It should be a good chat. We haven't got any format or agenda. We're just going to see how it goes and where it leads us. So come along, show your support. And on that note, ladies and gents, like I say, go and watch my latest video on Space Above and Beyond. Don't comment on Facebook. Watch it and comment in the actual video, please. And on that note, we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.